and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey, all right? So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. This is a general, not a personal, so only take what resonates. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All of that helps out this channel, and I'm very, very grateful for all of your love and support. All right, so this is a TGIF. Thank God it's Freya's Day. On Freya's Day, Friday, we always tap into the divine feminine energy and see what divine feminine wants to come out and what her message is. All right, so today is July 31st already, guys. Heck, tomorrow will be August 1st. We will be officially 8 months into this year. Is this year flying for you guys? It sure is for me. All right. By the way, this is for the element of water, Pisces and Scorpio. Divine feminine messages. All right. So 7, 3, 1, 7 and a 31 adds up to a 4, which is an 11. Energetic year of 1. So 111, you can be seeing that. Which adds up to a 3. Threes talk about being authentic, right? Standing in your authenticity, speaking with the power of truth, coming from your heart, because the sun is in Leo. And we just had the full moon in Aquarius, but the sun is in Leo. And the South Node is in Leo, where we are learning a lot of lessons when it comes to our patterns and habits, when it comes to being able to express how we feel and accept constructive criticism. All right. All right, go ahead and get started, water signs. Let's pull your divine feminine message for the element of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for today. That's too many. But we have the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me, which is right on point with the water signs, because this talks about this beautiful feminine being a mermaid. All right, can I have my card, please, and thank you, for the element of water. All right. There's 2 that come out. All right, so Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am love that doesn't leave. And when I commit to love, my soul evolves, which that would go right along with the sun being in Leo, because Leo rules the heart space, love. All right. So, we have Thecla, the prophetess of true power. What did I say about the 3 energy? Being in our authenticity, being in our power. I call my power back from all times in all places. I am my own. See the Leo's lion on there. The sun in Leo is very significant to you, water signs. Okay. Also with the lion on there, that also tells me that we water signs are protected. You want to say source protected, divine protected, whatever you want to call it. Our angels are protecting us, our spirit guides, our loved ones. We are heavily protected here. So we have Pope Joan coming through. The Pontiff of Possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. All right. So I'm not really sure about that because I've never had her come out before. But Pope Joan is very interesting. She was the first female pope. How she got elected is she dressed up man, like cross-dressed. She was actually a female. She dressed up as a man to get elected pope so that she could be closer to her lover. Nobody knew any difference, though. Nobody knew that she wasn't a female. until she got married and had her baby in the middle of the community and got publicly humiliated. So that's a little bit about Pope John or Joan. How do I say John? Maybe somebody's name is John. Joan. So let's go over the numbers. The Thecla, number 44. What did I say about being protected? So you could be seeing master number 44, 444, 404, 1144, 411, which would tell you that there's an important message in here for you. Okay. And then Pope Joan. 4044. What did I say about 404? 4044. So 0 to me is that full, where we're taking that leap of faith and you are jumping in. And we know that when we take that leap of faith, we trust that the divine will put us exactly where we need to be. And we're not going to fall. We're not going to fail. Or fail. Yeah, fail. We're not going to fail in anything they're putting out there. So water signs, I feel like with the 444, you need to know right off the bat that you're being heavily protected at this time. All right. I feel like that's an opening message. So let's go to 44 for the element of water. Thecla represents the ability to call back all of our power. The acts of Paul and Thecla date back to the century. Through some scholars believe its Greek composition could be from as early as 70 CE. It relates a young woman's call to a life of teaching and healing in the Christ movement in Asia Minor, current day Turkey. Teaching and healing in the Christ movement. So that'd be like Christ consciousness, where we're elevating our humanity is elevating from the root race to the sixth root race. And when we go into the sixth root race, we're going to be in that Christ consciousness. In other words, our crown chakras are going to be open. We're going to be able to connect to that higher power. We're going to connect to our higher selves, our higher source communication. All right. Thecla, daughter of Theoclia, at age 17, overhears Paul teaching about Christ. She stays rooted in a place at her window for 3 days so she won't miss a word. Her mother had arranged for her to be married, so when Thecla feels called to begin her own ministry, she is sentenced to burn for refusing to be a bride. Just as the flames are surrounding her, though, she makes the sign of a cross, and a huge storm puts out the fire. She finds Paul, cuts her hair short, and tells him, "Only give me the seal of Christ, and no trial will touch me." He suggests that she isn't ready for baptism yet. Shortly after, a president of the Council of Syria tries to take Thecla to the streets to be his bride. She tears off his cloak and takes a crown from his head and publicly shames him for trying to take her without her consent. She is then sentenced to death by wild beasts. In the arena, all women protest judgment of Thecla, proclaiming her innocence. Huge lioness enters the arena, approaches Thecla, then licks her feet and bows before her. Thecla enters the pool in the arena that is filled with the wild sea lions. The woman fears she will be killed, but she hears, "In the name of Jesus Christ, I baptize myself." Suddenly, as she is shielded and protected by a great ring of fire, and a glowing white robe suddenly appears over her body. Paul tells her, "Go and teach the word of God." It is recorded in the Acts of Paul and Thecla that she lived until 90 and enlightened many. Her ministry proves the existence of feminine authority in early Christian church. So she is coming to us today, water signs. Her story echoes from the ancient world to the modern world. Your life is up to you. Yes, there is a power of prayer, of faith, of asking for all possible spiritual support, but there's also divine will within each of us. Its will that's aligned with the soul's purpose. We remember what true power is when we divest all outside authority of the power we have been given them. Power is calling back all the control we give to others to dictate our lives. Our potential life partners, our family members, our culture, even our ego's idea of what we should be. Thecla reminds us we do not need permission to be who we are. We can cut our hair short and baptize ourselves. We are not bound by anything except the dictates of our own soul. Her mudra was one of awe and wonder. We have all the power right now within us to take our life in our own hands. That's the source of fire itself. The divine will to call back our spiritual authority and claim this life as our soul's own. What an open, beautiful message there, water signs. So you need to ask yourself, where have I been given my power away? Right? I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own. That's the intention. That's why it's on the bottom of that card. So that proves right there that you don't have to go to a church. You can baptize yourself. You can cover your own self and protect yourself. The way to do it is not give your power away to anybody. Don't give your power away to anybody. That talks about being in that authenticity with the 3 today, 731 energetic year of 1. That's the authenticity. All right, Pope Joan. Pope Joan embodies the truth that all things are possible. According to popular legend, there was a female pope who reigned for 3 years in the 9th century. She was a brilliant, highly educated woman who entered the Catholic Church in Rome by cross-dressing as a man so she could be with her lover. Intelligent and quick-witted, she rose through the ranks of the church hierarchy and was eventually elected as a pope. 3 years into her reign, she was in procession from Satyrs to the Latern, I don't know how to pronounce that, in a lane once known as Via Sacra, the sacred way. Her true sex was dramatically revealed in the middle of a sacred way when she gave birth, surrounded by a shocked and astounded crowd. One legend says that she was killed immediately and buried on the spot where she had given birth. Another says she lived to do penance for her deception. And her son, who became the Bishop of Ostia, had her entombed with honor in the cathedral when he died. Regardless, her name was removed from the list of popes, and all the subsequent cardinals had to sit on a throne with a conspicuous hole in the middle of the seat to get a confirmation of sex before being named as the next pope. Oh my goodness. That's something I really could have lived without knowing. 13th century Jean d'Amélie wrote a chronicle that contains the first written mention of an unnamed female pope. This inspired a wildfire of interest that spread throughout Europe. To this day, the legend of Pope Joan is widely believed, especially among Christians. We can easily get caught beneath the glass ceiling of what we think is possible. But the truth is that everything is possible. It's hard to imagine just how much the divine wants for our lives, much more than we could ever hope. Pope Joe reminds us that even if we think that what we want isn't possible, it is, or even better, something our soul wants for us that will give us more than we can think to ask for. Pope Joan is a sign to trust in what you believe about yourself. Trust within you. Don't rely on what you see around you. Have faith. Know that circumstances you are currently in are transformed from within. Begin to believe in a vision of your life. Cultivate the capacity to see, to really imagine it with all your senses, and you will live into the day when it exists as reality that now surrounds you. Pope Joan's right hand is held at the papal blessing, a Christian mudra benediction. The 2 fingers that point downward represent Christ's dual nature as fully human and fully divine. The human ego is limited and lives beneath the glass ceiling. What did I say about the Christ consciousness? The crown, the ego. that limits us, that makes us feel powerless. That's what fear does. That's what ego does. It speaks to us and says, "Oh, you can't do that. You don't have the ability to." That's all ego based. Trust in what the soul knows is possible. This is what Joan's wry smile reminds us. Okay. Alrighty. So, what is okay? It clear the path. So something is definitely being cleared for you here. So we have 4 4 and then 2 0. So 4 4 is an 8 and a 2 is a 10. 1 0 0, 100%, or 100 could be significant. You could be seeing that. Um, so you call back your power from all times and places. I am my own, and you have the power to clear your own path. You absolutely do. So that's for that. Let's see, Pope Joan. Seek solitude. Number 33. Master number 33 there. So 40, 4440, 4044, and 2023. So, or 33. So 2 plus 6 is an 8. 44 is an 8. 88 could be significant. 888 could be significant. Take a look at the bottom of that. Look, pray. Something about your prayers are very powerful. Your words are very powerful. The words that you speak are very powerful. I feel like they're saying your prayers are being heard if you pray. So this is on Thecla, the prophetess of true power. You can't hear your spirit guides or feel any connection to your higher self until you get yourself out from under dead energy that comes from holding on to what no longer serves you. Everything has a vibration that either uplifts or aids your soul's growth or bogs you down and interferes. Let go of everything that doesn't lend a positive, uplifting vibration of its material value. Never mind the rationale that you must keep it just in case you'll need it someday. You clear it all out. Your purse, your wallet, your car, your closet, your garage, your personal phone book, your desk, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, your spiritual body. I'll just throw that right in there. High energies are trying to move in, but you're blocked at the door. It's a brand new day for a brand new higher vibration. As my teacher Charlie once told me, you cannot reach for the new until you let go of the old at hand. So one of the things I let go of is the ego mindset. The ego mindset that tells you that you cannot do something. It's not, I think I can. It's, I know I can. Okay. So 33. Pope Joan. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. So seek solitude. Transitioning from 5th sensory to 6th sensory awareness can be very taxing to the nervous system. After all, you're beginning to consciously absorb and process a lot more energy and information that you're accustomed to. And you need to build up your psychic muscles to adjust to a higher level of awareness. So there's something that I feel 4044, 444, the divine is stepping in and clearing something out of the way. Something that you've been asking for, something that you've been praying for, something that, you know, calling in a divine for, which is absolutely amazing because they're clearing something out so that something new can come your way. They're that master number 33. So when I see master number 33, I often think of our ascended masters that are around us, our highest light and resonance spirit team. In the process, however, you can get energetically fatigued. Signs of psychic overload are irritability, moodiness, restlessness, sudden waves of inu, and extreme drowsiness. If you're experiencing these symptoms, have compassion and understand that your psychic system works hard for you and needs a break from time. Slow down the energetic input. You're in a growth spurt and you must afford regular and frequent periods of solitude as you adjust to higher energy input. Sixth century people regenerate best when alone and with no one else to command their attention, right? That's why you're being asked to go in that solitude. Call your power back from all people, places, and situations and go within thyself. This will help to clear out the old so that a new energy, a new version of yourself, you can activate that Christ consciousness, a new higher part of yourself. The higher self for some of you, if you've never heard a small voice within you, that's that is why this message is coming in for you, water signs. All right. Um, Spending it here or there all by yourself, doing something you enjoy uninterrupted is one of the most important ways to keep your vibes clear and on track and right with the world. Unplug the land phone, turn off the cellular phone, make an appointment with yourself, and relax in healing energy of solitude. Do it without guilt. Your spirit needs this psychic maintenance. All right. um because you're elevating, you're going to another level. All right. Where for some of you, you may be getting that direct connection with your higher self, like I said. um all right, Thecla, so what does the water signs need to remove, let go of, or surrender to clear their way forward? Please and thank you. Surrender the idea you can fix somebody, right? So don't power away thinking that you have the power to fix something that is not your responsibility to fix. It is time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person is accountable for his or her own healing. See the heart? Look at all that green on that card, talking about the heart space. Yes. So clear out that energy. You can't fix everybody. Some people have to take accountability to heal their own self by seeking that inner peace, going within thyself. Recognize an old pattern, an old wound that you're hanging on to, that needs to be healed, that needs to be let go of. Because you can't fix somebody who doesn't want to be fixed. So why give them your power? Why give away your power to somebody who, doesn't want the help, right? We all have to take accountability for what needs to be healed within us. Beautiful message. All right, Pope Joan, what does the water signs let go of in the solitude? Stress. Perfect. Take a few deep breaths and exhale tension build up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So do some breathing work. Do some breathing work. Go within thyself. Breath is very, very good for clearing. Breath is very good for awakening old patterns, that are awakening old stagnant energy. Because when you breathe it out, just set the intention. When I breathe out this breath, I exhale everything that no longer serves me, and just breathe it out. Bring it up from your diaphragm and just, I'm telling you, it works. Have you ever did 3 deep breaths, one after another? Your crown chakra starts spinning. Surrender to the natural beauty of the world. So for some of, and then look, complete healing. How about that? So go out, ground your energy, take a relaxing break. That's what Thecla says. And Pope Joan, take that relaxing break. Go spend time in nature. Replenish your feeling by feeling the beauty and ecstasy there. This will help you to replenish your energy. It'll also help you to relieve the stress. Um, so yeah, don't fear what needs to change, and let go of the need to be right, right? So for somebody out there, somebody may be this kind of person who, well, I can fix this and I'm just going to, I'm going to prove my point. No, because the only thing you're going to do is frustrate yourself, because there's people going to see you the way they're going to see you. You can't fix somebody who doesn't want to see something from a different perspective. All right. So let's go ahead, Thecla. Look, death. What did I say about the ego death? Somebody is going through an ego death. That's that crown chakra energy, the Christ consciousness. So this is Scorpio energy. It's all about the ego death. It's all about endings, new beginnings. It's all about, working on that ego, not letting the ego to control the narrative anymore. It's, see how her crown is illuminated? And that's a crown chakra card. She's in that purple dress, which represents your psychic abilities. Somebody may have a psychic mediumship ability here. Three, 1, 1, 3 could be significant, which is a 4, 4. Yeah, 4 cups. The 4 cups talks about, see how the 3 cups are there? Somebody who likes to focus on, oh, well, I gave this person this cup and all they did was took it and dump it on my face, right? I offered them a cup of love. I offered them a cup of healing, but they didn't appreciate it. Well, that's because you tried to fix something within them that they have to work on themselves. So I feel like this is the divine handing you that cup of love, telling you don't stress it out, right? Breathe it out. Here, and let us give you that cup of love. This is something you've been praying for. Let us help you. Let us show you, give you that cup of love to help you open yourself up to receiving it. So let go, the death card. Let go of the ego. Let go of the ego. I like my waffles with strawberry jam and butter. How do you like yours? Right? Let go of the ego. Because apparently this person isn't ready to fix themselves, and it's not your responsibility to fix them. So the divine is saying, here, I'll give you a cup of love. Let me love you. Let me give you something, some love here. Let me fill that cup up for a change, because you're always giving everybody else love, right? Here, let me give you some. Starseed. So with the star card, this talks about that Aquarius energy we was just in, but it also talks about being guided, right? You're here on earth, you are being guided you're being guided and protected by your angels, your spirit guides, your ascended masters. The star card talks about a wish coming true. Something that you've prayed for coming in. Breaking free of something toxic. Okay? All right, so surrender stress and seek solitude. Yeah. So the Chariot in reverse. So we have a Pisces, or we have Scorpio and Cancer coming through here right off the bat. So 7/31. See, 7/31. So this is the root chakra. So what is literally blocking you from moving forward here, right? To accessing that Christ consciousness is literally stress in your body. Because the root chakra is all about the body, the health, your money, your health, your money, your family. That's what the root chakra represents. So there could be something health-wise that is being brought by stress that's building up in your body that you need to let go of so that you can move forward. Also, 7 and a 33, which is a 13, which is the death card. Endings, completions. Your rebirth is here. That's what they're telling you. Your rebirth is here. See, there's the Magician. And then we have the 2 of Cups in reverse and the 9 of coins. Yeah, 9 of coins reverse. So somebody, whoever talked to you, are highly empathic. You also do, they're telling you already got everything you need within you. But what's blocking you from moving forward is the stress that you're holding on to. And this stress, it's the ego saying that's limiting you. That's why you got the stress. So the 2 of Cups in reverse talks something is out of balance. Your masculine and feminine energy is out of balance. We have the 9 of coins, which talks in reverse, which talks about maybe somebody trying to steal your ideas, steal your business, steal something that you've worked for. Something could have something to do with a partnership. Because maybe somebody, look, the 2 of Cups, you can't fix this person when they don't want to take accountability to fix themselves. It's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to take accountability for your own healing. You can't fix somebody who doesn't want to do the work. You can't fix somebody who's too much in their ego that feels as though they have nothing with them, that they're perfect. You can't fix them. When they can't even look at themselves and say, okay, there's something wrong with me and I need to work on that. Okay, so there you go. So let's pull a crystal card for Thekla. What crystal do you recommend for the element of water, Thekla? Okay, so we have, I don't know how to pronounce it. Root, solar plexus, and sacral chakra. Grounding, strength, and vitality. So you need to ground your energy, which goes back to the stress, doing breathing work. Energetic, so that you can raise your vibration. And then the hawk, Pieter sight, observation, awareness, and perception. So you could have somebody watching you like a hawk. Makes sense why my screen decided to blank out. Psychic attack, hawk, Pieter sight. Spirit of hawk, teach me to be observant and perceptive so that I may see the truth. Thank you, Aho. So I don't think I have anything up here to say. I may have one, but I don't have it out. So you may have somebody watching you, observing you at a distance. Okay, so that is what I have for the element of water. Thank you for watching and have a great day.